Here we are driving the Tesla Model Y refresh, Juniper. I'm going up Hurricane Ridge. Got it on full self-driving. I want to see. Looks like we're flying through it on that.
I know.
Part of me wishes I was able to get the Model 3 performance, just because it lets you adjust like the regen and a bunch of other stuff. How many people do you think they've seen just like do stupid stuff and crash up here then?
I don't know.
Don't want to know.
You mean like it's that barrier there?
Okay. Okay, we're fine. Overall impressions?
Very good up to now.
You like it just because of the stock?
Yeah. I wish the speed limit was like 50 up here.
Tell that to the guy down there. I just don't like the silver, honestly. I don't think it'll grow on me.
Is this silver colour? I thought it was like a bronze.
But this is Quicksilver.
Oh.
This costs more than my blue.
This car?
Well, the color.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, this it's the same as the red. It's like 2,000, 2,500. I remember when people were first like leaking it, there was like two different ones going around. One which was just this with the light bar and all that, and I was like, there's no way, that looks stupid. And another one where it was just like mine, but with the updated lights and all that, which I thought it was gonna be, but it ended up being this. I get that it can do it, but it feels so sketchy.
Yeah. Abundance of caution. The road seems way narrower in this compared to a normal sized car because you're higher up.
Is this not a normal sized car? You consider sedans normal?
No, this is the same width as yours, it just gets higher.
I can't believe I still don't get lumbar support on this side.
Can you see the steering wheel or not? Me with driving the car driving.
Using Neuralink.
Yeah. There's a person in China with a remote control driving it for us right now. It's actually not the computer's driving it.
He's very skilled.
Yeah.
I'd be like even harder to drive if someone else was driving, because they have to look through like 8 cameras at once.
Yeah, that'd be weird. It's doing pretty well considering the road markings are pretty...
Like literally no road markings now.
Yeah. hope there's no skid marks going off the edge.
Yeah, you like can't even see any road markings on that. Like, I know people said the original, like, version 1 full self-driving just couldn't do this.
I haven't been through the tunnels yet, have we? Because there's tunnels on this, right?
There was 2, if I recall correctly.
Right after each other.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're starting to rebuild a building or if they're just going to say, yeah, nah, leave it.
We're already so high up. Got the little vista point. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I want to make sure it knows where it's going here.
Lights required in tunnels. You gonna honk in it?
No. The lights are on, right?
Yeah. Into the darkness. And oh, there's 3.
Just do it again.
Yeah, one more.
A longer blast.
Wait, actually, I'm curious.
Huh.
That's loud. Ooh, a little waterfall. Sketchy. Someone at work was trying to say, like, I would never get an electric vehicle. 1, because the battery degrades over time. Don't, like, gas engines do that as well?
Yeah, can you see the steering wheel on this? Doing the curves and stuff without me.
Sorry.
Ooh, look like there's snow.
So yeah, battery degradation, which don't petrol cars do as well? Not battery degradation. But
Engine.
yeah.
Yeah, you've seen Top Gear when you're like, oh, this sports car started off with 500 horsepower and now it's down to 200.
And then it was also like, 2, if the battery catches on fire, which it happens, you can't put it out.
There's a lot of trees down.
And so my response was, if the battery gets caught on fire, you're doing something seriously wrong. What is it doing?
I don't know. That was weird.
It's probably
Which way was it signaling?
left.
It wanted to go off the edge.
Oh, it's because there's no thing set.
There's no map. Oh, just leave it. Just let it do what it does.
At least it signals if it's trying to do something crazy.
Yeah, drive off a cliff.
Yeah. But am I wrong, though? If your Tesla battery catches on fire, then... That's good. Then you're doing something very bad.
Yeah, I could go over something and punch through. Like if you go over the road and there's some piece of metal and it bounces up and goes through the protective plate.
Yeah, the last time I heard of a Tesla, like, catching on fire, besides from someone filling it with, like, bombs, was someone crashing their Model Y into a pole at, like, 100 miles an hour.
Smart car. We came up here about 3 or 4 years ago, exactly the same time of year. And do you remember when there was snow in the parking lot? And there was still some snow on the side of the road.
It's not very snowy now.
I think we're getting close to the top now. Get up there. Get up for a fresh take a picture.
I keep forgetting there's also like a little skiing resort or something up there, right?
I think so.
Twisty next mile.
I guess it's more than a mile.
It's on 3G. Oh.
2:24.
Oh, we have more time than I thought.
Yeah, well.
Any complaints you have with it so far?
The braking was a bit sharp on the ones on them two cars which went across the road.
But I think
the
that
first one, but the part was not the braking, the part was there was a car really close behind me.
Wow, that looks really nice. I think part of the problem with that was the camera still calibrating. Now that it is all set up, it should work fine.
I think the camera calibrating is more on the side ones. I don't know. That's right, so I do ready to. Considering these road markings are virtually non-existent, I'm actually pretty impressed.
Like, I guarantee the Subaru would not be able to go up this with the eyesight.
Yeah, no.
I don't think like any other self-driving car could actually. I'd put money on that.
So I can't.
No. I don't think I've ever seen a cop with a roof rack. I can't even drive this.
You should take a video when we get to the top and then just say, hey, this is Tesla Model Y refresh, brand new, had 0 miles on it, taking it for a test drive. It drove all the way up to Hurricane Ridge on its own with barely any lines on the road.
I like how this just like taped on there.
Yeah.
A little self-serve demo drive part.
Can you still see the steering wheel?
Yes. I don't think they ever did rebuild the lodge or anything, right?
I've not heard of anything. I'm pretty sure they're not just going to leave it.
Well, it's been like a couple years now, right?
Can't remember. If it's rebuilt, which I'll be amazed, then maybe we'll get a snack. Abundance of caution. I think it's this one, which is near the gate in a minute. Not the gate, the entrance to the parking lot. Maybe not. Look at that bit. Let me show the elevation on this, does it? In a minute, look.
I thought I remember seeing a thing.
Even not a line then.
Abundance of caution, as they say.
You know you're getting at the top because it starts getting really steep for a second.
No data, so the map doesn't even load. We're in the middle of nowhere. Some kind of pocket dimension. pretty.
It's really dry.
Really wanted to come here with her as well.
You know, it's not getting steep around here when you got markers which are that high.
What are those for?
Snow markers. To mark the edge of the road.
Oh, in case it's snowy and you can't see the ditch.
Yeah. But when you're like 10 feet tall, you know.
Yeah, we're definitely close by. Remember when we used to like come here like frequently and just hike? Well, not frequently, but like
Every other month.
got our
A few
little
times a year.
trekking poles, the little chairs that broke on me.
Yeah. Lasted for like one try.
Well, it worked up there, then we got home and I sat on it and it broke. Ooh, waterfall. That rock there looks
That guy's slowing
super
down
sketch.
on the parts it needs to.
What the? Is that always there?
I think so.
It's been so long since we've been here. Really? Still got a bit to go. I remember like last time we made it all the way up, went to go, and then we're like, it's too cold.
Yeah. And I see some bits of snow at the side of the road, do you? On the hills.
A little bit.
What's the temperature? 56. I think it's around the corner and we're here. Maybe not.
This is longer than I remember.
I don't know.
Remember when we first drove the original Model Y and it had that like horrific tint on the mirrors and stuff?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, none of the cameras work.
And the full self-driving didn't work and nothing worked.
It was just like driving a quick car.
It was more snow. A lot more snow. Oh, waterfall.
Really nice.
Never waterfall.
Mile 16.
And a lot more snow.
Yeah, we're definitely close now.
I'm having to press the accelerator. It's
I
not
felt
wanting
it.
to do speed limit.
Probably for good reason. What if someone just like flies out of that corner? You're telling me people go like quick on these roads?
They said. What was the battery at? 95% when we got it.
Yeah, so we've used up 20.
And 25 miles.
I keep being like, oh, we're almost there, and then
What's going to be like on this corner with this bike?
it's gonna slow down, make sure it's clear, and then give them space.
That was nice.
See?
I'm glad the car was where it was and wasn't 20 seconds early.
Well, it probably would have just slowed down and stopped. Another one.
Another what, bike?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, it'll be able to see.
I wanted to make sure I got past it. I think it's this part where it goes round.
It's crazy to me that people will bike up this. Like, I'd get like a quarter of the way up and then be like, I can't do this. You think it'll try and park itself as well?
Don't know. But I'm on make sure it takes a turn.
It's like hit or miss. Sometimes it'll try to park and then sometimes it'll just not. That's a view.
How do you know with all the snow? No, it's not going. We didn't start parking, did we? It probably just carried on going right to the very end. Did you see the speed limit for 10?
10.